Hello friends, and welcome to day 4 of the 30-day challenge. Today's movement is head to toe body activation, and the prayer is, what is the spiritual path? Prayer. How do I describe the spiritual path to another, Lord? Help me out. I am asked about the spiritual path so often. It is not a small question, yet every time I answer it for someone, which is all the time, I listen to myself making something up. Should I tell that person the truth? Should I tell people that my spiritual path amounts to quiet times of contemplation with you? I ponder, I ask, I listen, I wait, I wait, I wait. And then, when I am distracted, busy with my day, thoughts occur to me that have nothing to do with what I am thinking at that time. But they are always the answers to the questions I was praying about earlier that day or the day before, sometimes much longer ago than that. I always know the answer to a prayer will arrive. The timing is up to you. I ask, you answer. Silence is also an answer. That truth took me a while to adjust to, but I have learned to trust it. I have also learned that I must ask with detachment and receive without expectation. It took me years and years and years to grasp that dynamic. How simple it would be to just tell each person that their entire life is their spiritual path. Every relationship we have is a companion on our spiritual path, like it or not. Now, do with your life what you want. I asked one person what exactly it was he was seeking on his path. He said he wasn't sure, but I was. He was looking for romantic love. Love, not you. But falling in love is also a part of the spiritual path. He'll find that out. How simple this business of the spiritual quest would be if only people really understood that everything is a manifestation of the partnership between the human spirit and the divine. Guidance. This business of separating your ordinary life from your spiritual path is a holdover from traditional religious teachings, the separation of church and state, body and soul, and heaven and earth. The age of separation, the age of Pisces, is coming to an end. We are rapidly being absorbed into the era of holism. Spirituality, archetypally, scientifically, medically, technically, and globally. We are now able to understand this mystical truth that there is no separation between the energetics of life and the physical realm. Matter and energy are intimately interconnected. Energy is the fuel, the life force of matter. Applying that mystical law to the spiritual path translates thus: everything and everyone in your life is a vital part of your spiritual path. You, in turn, are a part of theirs. This realization may inspire you to live more consciously, more ethically, more generously, or not. But one thing is for certain. Your biology responds to the spiritual truth that this is active in your soul. That means that the sources of biological stress for us have markedly increased. A generation ago, stress was generated through overwork or adultery or financial concerns. Today, we must cope with stress generated by not living in alignment with what we know to be truth. Many people do not recognize that the source of their anxiety and depression runs far deeper than ordinary conflict. Their stress is soul deep, originating in the fact that they are consciously compromising sacred truths. That is a crisis of the soul, and the soul communicates directly to the mind and the body. The soul thrives on truth. It will become a relentless inner opponent if you violate those truths. That, in a nutshell, is how the spiritual path relates to the grit of everyday life. Grace. The grace of endurance is often required to cope with ourselves. Sometimes the most challenging obstacle we have to deal with is our own nature, including our contradictory behavior, our weaknesses, and the dilemmas they lead to. We would like to blame others for our faults, but at the end of the day, we are the only inhabitants of our body. We are the only ones making our choices. We are far too old to blame our parents for our adult behavior. The grace of endurance brings a big sigh. It fills us with the sense of relaxation and the knowledge that we will get through the difficulty we are in. Endurance communicates that there are challenges in life that we simply must, endure, and yet, at the same time, that all troubles eventually and inevitably pass. Here's the end of the What is a Spiritual Path passage from Intimate Conversations with the Divine by the amazing Caroline Myss. Grant me the grace of endurance, Lord. I need this grace, this extra light, to get through my own distractions and to endure the upheaval that comes along with embracing truth. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. It's such a joy and honor, and I so look forward to day 5 and so on. Enjoy the rest of the practice. There's about 3 or so minutes left. All right, thanks so much. See you soon.